Hi everybody and welcome to this Expert Division playthrough for the Halloween tournament here on the BK Golf Clash YouTube channel. A thumb up and a sub from you all would be massively appreciated, both are totally free to do so. Now these are the qualifying round wins. Of course they will be most useful for the qualifying round and you can tweak as needed depending on wind angle strength and wind angle variance, but you could still refer to this one for the rest of the week as well, and of course tweak the adjustments or the shot setups as needed. So hopefully, regardless of the qualifying round or if you're playing opening or weekend, you can use some of the ideas in this video throughout the tournament. Timestamps in the description down below. Good luck, here we go. On this par 4, we're going to go with a berserker because we're going to get on the green very easily. Now you want the bullseye over the third rough line, counting from the fairway on the right. You want that third cut of rough, top of +8 with APOC 5 and above, and that will be top of +14 with APOC level 4. 4 top spin, 1 bar of side spin to the right. Now it looks like a weird setup, but the reason I'm setting this far back is because I'm going to go full overpower, but with a slow needle. Adjust max +5, power 5 numbers, so maximum distance, 5% elevation, P5 numbers, then we go with full overpower, slow needle with APOC 5 and above. It's still going to be fairly slow with APOC 4. I've hit double great left, it's been safe. Single great right has also been safe. And this is going to get very safely onto the green. If you want to try and pursue the hole-in-one, you could try with a different ball or with a bit of right curl. But be careful, in the event of using curl, the bunker on the right might be in play. On this par 3, we're going to add our spin first, and we're going with 2 bars of left spin and 1 click of back spin. So just where you see that first green line appear on the spin box. Then we have the blue ring touching the rough there with our sniper, and the ball guide you can see is pointing at the hole directly at the pin, but will be stopping a little bit short. So those are your references there when you are setting up this shot. You then adjust mid +5, and we're going to use power 3 numbers, and finally sniper 10 numbers. Regardless of the club level that you're playing with, use sniper 10 numbers here. Centre the ball, subject to any wind angle tweaks you might need. This will bounce comfortably on the fairway pad, roll onto the green and drop nicely for a hole-in-one. We're going to use the rock level 8 or 9 here. We're going with 4 top spin and 3 right spin, and we're having the blue ring touching the rough on the right. At P3 max rest with the rock level 8, that will be at the top of +15 yards with the rock level 9. And once we've done that, we're going to adjust maximum distance with 10% elevation. Maximum distance, 10% elevation. If you don't have the rock 8 or above, you can, of course, use the Apocalypse. Instead, though, you would need to replicate the position of your second bounce with spin added. Once we've adjusted, we centre the ball and hit perfect, and you need to write down your drive distance here. It's going to be around 350 yards, give or take. Perfect ball, bouncing very nicely, and like I said, can be around 349, 350. Second shot, this was taken from a drive that was a little bit shorter, 348, but the setup will be the same. We're going with 2.3 top spin and 3 bars of left spin, and you need to find that little sticky spot there where the ball guide remains where it is between the fourth bounce and the tip of the ball guide. You can see it is going to be beyond the pin and slightly to the left, but that is correct based on the tweaking I've done when working out this shot. So make sure you've got all those references there. Be in the middle of that little funnel. For a 348-yard drive, I'm playing this one 54% slider with 15% elevation. 54% slider, 15% elevation. Centering the ball here, hitting perfect. In the end, I go with a few clicks of left curl because I was missing a right edge otherwise. So a few clicks of left curl, rewatch the video, get a good reference on those, and the ball's trickling nicely onto the green, and we're dropping it right at the pin for an albatross. We're going to drive with the sniper here. Blue ring touching the rough On the left at the top of +0 with sniper level 10, top of +2 with sniper 9. We're going with half a bar of top spin and 3 bars side spin to the left. It's a very simple adjustment here. We're going to play 1 to 1. So 8.3 wind. You are going to adjust this one 8.3 rings. So it's going to be sniper tee shot, sniper second shot. So no need to worry about any drivers here. Just make sure you got your sniper bag packed. Blue ring touching the rough. There's your reference. And once we've made our adjustment here, you will see this is a nice layup drive along the fairway. And the purpose here is going to set up a minimum distance approach shot, again, with our sniper. So making our adjustment there, time to take our shot, centering the ball, and we are going to hit perfect here. And you'll see the outcome of the drive here, safely onto the fairway, and we're getting a nice roll. We're not threatening the rough, so there is room for some error here. Comfortably away from the rough. Like I said, you want to be aiming for around 225 yards. Second shot, complete minimum distance line, so pack the grizzly, and we're having the blue ring touching the rough, and then I apply spin to get the ball guide going just through the hole. So make sure you can zoom in and have the ball guide and the pin visible just above the spin box. It will need probably around 2 top spin, maybe a bit more, but make sure you've got that ball guide just going through the centre of the hole. Now the trees may be in the way to adjust here, so in the event of a different wind angle, you might want to push the rings, but I'm just okay here. We're going minimum distance, 0 elevation. So minimum distance, 0 elevation, playing from a nice firm min line, packing the grizzly. And you'll see this one, centering the ball, hitting perfect, will catch a nice little route to the pin, comfortably on the fairway, rolling onto the green, tracking really nicely and dropping. If you like the free content here on the channel and you want to help keep it free, you can support the channel and the BK Golf Clash community. No monthly commitment over on Patreon. Patreon.com/BK Golf Clash. You get the tournament win charts very early on once the round has begun. You get elevation sheets for tour play, shootout sheets with general elevations for CPC as well. And there's a tour rotation coming up, so it's an excellent time to support us and get all those goodies if you're playing tour play. Loads of membership perks, and it all helps the channel. Thank you very much if you do consider supporting us on Patreon. We have a nice hole-in-one here. We are going to add our spin first, and we're going with 1.9 bars of backspin only. Then I'm looking to have the blue ring touching the rough, and the ball guide. You'll see I'm moving slightly left and right. There's a very, very small sticky spot there. Tip of the ball guide touching the edge of that light green square column on the green. You can pause the video, hopefully zoom in, get yourself a reference, but that's what I'm looking for with the spin added, of course. Another simple adjustment, 1 to 1, so 8.1 wind. I'm going to adjust this one 8.1 rings. And then finally, in the video here, I went with 2 clicks of left curl. I still dropped it, but it just snuck in on the left edge, so I would rather go with 1 click of left curl if you can. So take your time, get all the parts of the shot set up correct, practice with the token if you need to, and all being well, you're going to have a nice hole-in-one. On the drive here, we're going to use the quarterback, and we're going to have half of the clear ring overlapping the rough on the right, and we are at the top of +6 with quarterback 9 and 10. Then we're going with 5 top spin, which is max top spin there, and 3 bars of side spin to the right. So we're using a kingmaker. We're going to swing this ball round with the side spin and also some curl. Before we do that, though, it is time to adjust, and we're going maximum distance, 0 elevation. Maximum distance, 0 elevation. Once we've made our adjustment, we're going to go with 0.8 ball curl to the right. So look at the left edge of my kingmaker. It is going to touch the inside wall of the adjustment ring, and we're going just before the circle drops with overpower. So that 1 click before, just 1 click, either before the circle drops there. You want to be at the very last pixel. Hit perfect. Drive distance is going to be in the region here. A very consistent drive of around 340 yards. Second shot, fringe check, so bullseye in line with the pin, Where the fringe meets the green gives me +3 with sniper 10. That will be +5 with sniper 9. Going with 1 top spin and 3 right spin. Setting up here with the ball guide short of the hole. And just pointing 1 click to the left of the pin if you want to be very, very detailed about it. Now, for a fringe check of +3 with sniper 10, that will be +5 with sniper 9. I'm going to play this one 64% slider, -5 elevation. Make sure you go -5. Now, a word of warning, great right will miss the rough on this one. So if you are worried about a great right, you could use a precision ball, or you could just play safe with a bounce-up shot using backspin, bouncing on the fairway instead. But in my experience, a rough bump here offers the best chance at the drop. A very aggressive option here, you will need Apox 6, unfortunately, plus, or you use Extra Mile 9. We're going with 6.9 top spin, and with Apox 6 at P5 max rest, the left-hand side, top left of the red ring touching the bunker. Then we're going to adjust max +10. Now, you would have to replicate the second bounce if you're using Extra Mile 9 because you've got 3 yards less power. If you have more top spin available, use it because it will get you closer to the green. Lower club level, you could try a top spin boost ball as well, but the adjust is max +10, and then I'm pushing up 10 yards with Apox 6 and above. Outer wall curl to the left, you will see it is a slightly shaky needle, so again, only play this one if you're comfortable and you've got the equipment or the balls suitable to get down there. If not, of course, you can investigate just a layup to Thorn Range with a Kingmaker. But all being well, you're going to get a nice roll on your drive. Around 445 yards, you're going to be in Endbringer range. This one is played using the normal Endbringer school method. Check for glitch spots on the green. Use some spin to get around any that you find. But we're going to use the no spin method. 20% elevation, power 5 settings. If you don't know about the Endbringer school method, you can learn it in just 5 minutes with my Quickfire Academy tutorial video. That is on the channel homepage. Check that playlist, loads of stuff to help you. Rings from Min, slider, things like that, centering the ball. Loads of stuff that will help you drop more shots. So Endbringer School, 20% elevation, power 5. For reference, this was played 92% on the slider, but always measure yourself as your distance may, of course, vary, depending on the outcome of your drive. Simple adjustment here. We're going to go before spin, blue ring touching the rough, ball guide pointing at the hole. It will be a little bit short. Then you will add your spin. We are going here with just around half a bar of side spin to the left, maybe 0.4. And in the video, I'm going with 0.2 backspin. However, I would like you to play with a click or two more than that. This one does drop, but it comes in a little bit on the hot side, so I would investigate going maybe with 0.3, maybe 0.4 backspin. Take a token or two if you're able to, and put in some tweaks and find out what works nicely for you. But it's a simple one-to-one adjust, so again, you're adjusting the same number of rings as the wind strength. So in my case, that is 8.3. Centre the ball, hit perfect, bouncing on the fairway pad, and this will drop very nicely for a hole-in-one. Like I said, though, a little bit on the hot side, so maybe a click more backspin. Berserker time here to try and be aggressive. Top of +25 with Apox 5 and above. Apox 5 and 6 will have the red ring touching the rough. Then we go 5.8 top spin and 1 bar side spin to the right. Apox 4, you will be at P5 max rest, and you will have 20% of the red ring overlapping the rough on the right. The adjustment here is maximum distance, 0 elevation. We are using power 5 numbers. And once we've adjusted, there won't be any need to push up. You're just going to take your shot. And we're going here with full overpower, and it's going to be a steady needle with Apox 5 and above. It might have a little bit of a shake with Apox 4, but still a good chance of hitting perfect, which we do here. Clearing very nicely the water and the hazards, and rolling on the fairway. Now, if you want to be more aggressive with the second shot, I would actually play the drive with a little bit of curl to the right, and the reason being I'm adding 2.8 backspin here and all the left spin available, but I've got to use curl to attack the pin. So if you don't want to use curl, then instead add some right curl on your drive, because then that means you can attack the pin and actually be further away from the rough on the left here. Setting up with the ball guide offset before and just to the left of the pin as shown, and I'm using here true club distance. That equates to landing position plus yards, 0 elevation. I'm 2 yards away from max, so 14 with Grizzly 9. I'm playing 96% slider. Obviously, with Grizzly 7 and 8, you will be a little bit shorter, so you can either push your drive a little bit further or adapt the second shot. Here you can see I'm using circle break, left curl, just to try and attack the pin. A little bit more needed in my instance, but I do think tweaking the drive would make the second shot more suitable. Thanks very much for watching this video here on the channel. If it has helped you in any way, please consider sharing it amongst your friends and clanmates in the game. Join us also on Facebook. Head over there, search for BK Golf Clash and join our free group. Loads of members there sharing shots. Free guides are posted, as well as loads of other great Golf Clash resources. So check us out there. You can join in the discussion and also leave feedback on the game in general. Finally, if you wish to help support the channel and keep the content free for everybody, please consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the video description down below. Good luck, see you soon, bye for now.